venues in college football. Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. EA Sports college football coverage all over this top 10 showdown, a game that has been highly anticipated. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Notre Dame coming off a 10-win season, but there was a sour taste in their mouth after they were left out of the college football playoff. Marcus Freeman has so many great recruits, loaded with talent. He knows this team is going to have a huge chip on their shoulder as they try to get back into the college football playoff this season. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Sooners ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Porter. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game, and they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc.
Well, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one, because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation as well. Their D-line is absolutely stocked and loaded with athleticism.
Oh, he's got some space.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Williams got it. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting them the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Williams open on the right side. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility, and you've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Got it behind the line. It's Flanagan. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, did they want to run it up the middle? Do they want to run it near that big fella at defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early. I wonder if they'll keep trying it, because we haven't seen a lot of people week in and week out that has been able to block that big fella.
Throwing, Carr. It's complete to the right.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got the tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Carr. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught by Williams on the right. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone.
And I think they found a matchup they like, man. This running back has been a problem out of the backfield. Like, we know he can run it, but the matchups now, who's going to cover him? Is it a linebacker? Is it a safety? Right now, this offense, they found something with him catching the football in the backfield, and they just keep going back to it.
Slings it downfield. It's caught. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
You've got to be excited if you're a fan of this team. What you've seen on this opening drive, they look locked in, all 11 guys on the same page. This has been a beautiful opening drive. Really nice tempo, phenomenal execution, whether it's been running or throwing like you saw right there. And here they are now, down in close to the red zone, but the head coach is loving what he's seeing out of his team early.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Finds his man, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish!
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Coming out with it, it's Sategna. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Sooners offense takes the field for the first time in this game. He has a talented quarterback on the other side. He's really been looking forward to this matchup to prove how good he is. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Notre. Got his man. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And how How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And the Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. And they got it.
The offense just set themselves up in a bad situation on this one. Second and third and long, there's not a lot of guesswork. Defense knows they're throwing the football, and you could tell on that pass rush, man, they were coming.
Talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
The Sooners will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. Wants to bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Gilbert. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day. And all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it. And I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Here's Carr to throw. Here's the pressure. Working the middle. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And that's this guy's third catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Working that left side now. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? C.J. Carr firing again. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
That's caught. It's Hansen. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy QB will look for early and often in this game.
Hard-hitting tackle. Finds his tight end. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
To the air, it's Mateer. Here comes the heat. Got the back over the middle.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Looking to fire. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. It's complete on the right side. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. He'll need to put some leg in this one, a 52-yard attempt and just the right finesse to get it in from the right. Absolutely center cut. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
It should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead. And with that, let's send it back to the home of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Quarterback keeps it. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They've had a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on, hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
Snagged out of the air. It'll be a gain of 6. That's up 2nd and 4.
Picks up 6. Second down coming up.
The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Robinson. There's a crease. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Robinson again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll run out of the gun here with Robinson. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. To the air, it's Mateer. Here's a heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
And the Sooners decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot it. Opening the run inside. It's Williams. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Grab near the marker. It's Gilbert. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough for the 1st. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Irish! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And you gotta love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. going to somehow turn this into a two-point conversion. Better to be lucky than good sometimes as they extend the lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He wants to go deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. They'll move the wide receiver. Play fake. Carr pulls it in. It's Washington. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. On the ground with the counter.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off play action on 1st down. Makes the grab. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Play action, C.J. Carr. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Again, it's Carr. Rushes on him. Looking down the middle. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way.
He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
They'll line up to go for two. Back to throw. It's Notre. He's looking, pressure's coming in, the pressure gets there, and down he goes, and they won't be able to cut into this lead. On the run from inside his own 5, and the returner will be brought down. Here come the Irish, back on offense. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to him on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops.
There he goes. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Throwing. Carr. Fires on the move. Finds a man in the middle. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Now the toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The RPO, it's complete. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Running inside, it's Williams. Picks up the first down. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Right back to the well. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They want that clock to run. And the defense drags him down. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their 2nd. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the beatdown has ensued.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. To the air, it's Notre. That's caught. It's Hansen.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Got his man. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Wants to throw it again, and why not? Quickly out to the tight end. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Sooners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Oh, they're after him! And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to pull his way in. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. Escapes the pressure to his right. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
He's got it. 2-point conversion is good. Just a couple of possessions down, so there is some hope. Time is against them. Still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are